Remember, be loud, be proud, and especially be positive.
I believe so. Yeah, yeah. It's different on volleyball. Sometimes the worst was in the spring when we had differences between soccer and lacrosse, and we would have like a back-to-back night of, we'd have soccer one night, lacrosse the next, and I couldn't keep it straight. And sometimes men's lacrosse, they do a little different than women's. Like I almost need to write down a cheat sheet to just say this is the pregame format.
Anything we do in lacrosse? The lacrosse works in the
Well, Jake climbed the fence with me after a lacrosse game yesterday, throwing the equipment bag up and over.
Here's a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for the Hornets in goal, a sophomore from Utica wearing number 0, Madison Barch. Sophomore back from Portage, number 3, Maddie Kaufman. Junior back from Kalamazoo, number 6, Alexis Petty. Senior forward from Beverly Hills, number 7, Larkin O'Gorman. Sophomore midfielder from Okemos, number 11, Severa Rajendra Nicolucci. Sophomore midfielder from Royal Oak, number 12, Anna Murphy. Senior midfielder from Ann Arbor, number 14, Kai Katola. Sophomore forward from Byron Center, number 15, Holly Bowling. Senior back from Bloomfield Hills, number 22, Emmy DeCunnick. Sophomore back from Tecumseh, number 24, Aaron Somsel. And a sophomore midfielder from Chicago, Illinois, number 26, Destiny Garcia. Hornets are coached by Mr. Brian Goins and assisted by Ashley Carpentier and Mike Haynes. And now for the Knights of Kelvin. In goal for the Maroon and Gold, a senior from Hudsonville, number 1, Sarah Hookwater. Senior midfielder from Plymouth, number 4, Jesse Paulson. Senior back out of Hudsonville, number 9, Emily Orr. Freshman back from Dexter, number 11, Carly Curry. Sophomore midfielder from Grand Rapids, number 12, Elizabeth Williams. Sophomore forward from North Muskegon, number 13, Sophie Mueller. Junior midfielder from Hudsonville, number 15, Carly Mitchmerheisen. Sophomore midfielder out of Toronto, Ontario, number 19, Caitlin Van Laer. Junior midfielder out of Winona Lake, Indiana, number 21, Anna Ryming. Sophomore back from Grand Rapids, number 22, Rory Pruce. Senior midfielder out of Grand Rapids, number 23, Maria Vanderlei. The Knights are coached by Emily Ottenhoff and assisted by Tara Wegner and Casey Souders. And now would everyone please rise and gentlemen take off your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Well, a pleasant good evening, everyone. Jeff Bibas, Sports Information Director at Calvin University, getting ready to bring you tonight's MIAA Women's Soccer regular season finale
between the Hornets of Kalamazoo and the Knights of Calvin University. It's a cool, damp night, but it's dry as far as any precipitation coming down. We've had a lot of rain in the area in the last 24 hours, and just feels, when you're walking outside, like one of those cold, cool, damp cellar nights. We've had a number of those over the last few weeks, and I gotta say that the Calvin pitch right now, knock on wood, is in really good shape. Considering all the rain we've had over the last 2 weeks or so, it looks great. And this is, the last regular season contest, and the Knights have already clinched the top seed for the MIAA tournament. They will host a semifinal game a week from tonight right here at Zeitema Field. Tomorrow night we have a men's soccer game, regular season finale against Albion. And like the women, the men have also clinched the top seed for the league tournament, and they'll host a semifinal game next Wednesday. I believe that's November 3. Next Tuesday, I believe, is November 2. So I guess the point that I'm driving at is after tomorrow, this pitch will get a little bit of a break again. No games on the weekend, and hopefully everything will get prepped and put together and in good shape in preparation for those MIAA tournament semifinals. Now, this women's game does have MIAA title implications still. Calvin women would love to win this one and clinch the league outright. Adrian, 3 points back of Calvin. They are hosting Albion tonight. And if Adrian were to win, Calvin were to lose, you would have a co-title between Adrian and Calvin. But Calvin has the head-to-head tiebreaker, having won Saturday night 4-2. Thus, the top seed has been clinched for the league tournament. Now, Kalamazoo, on the other hand, is fighting for tournament position. I believe they have already locked in a spot into the 6-team league tournament, but they'd like to finish up as high as possible in the seeding. They will have to play they cannot finish in the top 2 spots, which get first-round byes. So that means Kalamazoo will play a game on Saturday, a first-rounder. They would love to play at home. I'll be honest, I have not looked at the standings close enough for Kalamazoo's side. I think if they would get a win and they'd get the right combination with a loss tonight, they could move into the 4th spot and get a first-round home game on Saturday. But I'd have to compute that one a little bit more. But I'm pretty sure that Kalamazoo is into the league tournament due to some tiebreaker situations. But they're intent on getting 3 points tonight, as are the Knights for Calvin. So we are underway. This is a rematch of last year's MIAA tournament spring championship game, which Calvin won 3-0. The two teams played a couple of times, about 8 days apart. Calvin won a 1-goal game at Kalamazoo. Ended up being, I believe, the regular season finale for Calvin. They were 6-0 in the MIAA regular season, and then won the league tournament semi over Albion 1-0, and then defeated the Hornets here back at Zeitema about 8-9 days after the initial meeting. And Calvin won it 3-0 in the MIAA tournament final. All the goals were scored in the first half in that game, by the way. So, interesting situation for Kalamazoo. They have been rotating goalkeepers, and we'll try to get to that story here. Their main goalkeeper has been out this year with some illness issues. And tonight they've got Madison Barch, a sophomore, who also is a place kicker on the football team. And on weekends, she is with the football team. On weeknights, she is with the soccer team. So they've got another goalie that comes in, a field player, if you will, that will play goalie on nights where Madison is in goal. But Madison Barch is the keeper, and she boots one high into the air. I was talking to head coach Brian Goins before the match, and was talking about how she's a double major. Chemistry was one of the majors. There's a shot by Paulson, and it goes wide. I think it was a biochem major. Chemistry was part of it, I know that. And a high achiever in the classroom is Madison Barch, and a 2-sport athlete, and a rare one at that, playing football and soccer this fall. And you do get those soccer-football combo kickers sometimes, but pretty rare to have a female kicker on the football team who also plays on the soccer team. Now, of course, last year you might remember the goalie at Vanderbilt that also ended up kicking for the Vanderbilt football team, and first name was Sarah. I got to think of her last name. Hang on here a minute, folks. So the battery is charged. You can grab it right out of the wall down there. And otherwise, everything's ready to go. So you just want to put that battery in. So just going over a few housekeeping items here in the press box. And we are 0-0 about, well, 3.5 minutes into this contest. I'll look up that Sarah Fuller, of course. And she was at the ESPYs later on. And I was going to say, I follow her on Twitter. And I believe she's a grad transfer now at a school in Texas now playing soccer. I think she is from the state of Texas originally and finished up her 4 years of eligibility. Well, she finished up her undergrad degree at Vanderbilt and now is transferred. Trying to remember what school she's at in Texas. But anyway, that was quite a story. She kicked a few extra points for Vanderbilt. And might have had a field goal in there as well. Here's Sophie Mueller with a little touch. Gets bumped off the ball. Good defensive play there by Maddie Kaufman. And the Hornets clear it out. High-scoring game we had here Saturday night at Saitama. Calvin women winning 4-2 against Adrian. We had 4 goals scored in about a 10-minute span late in the first half. Calvin scored 2, and then Adrian scored 2, one of which was 15 seconds right off the kickoff after Calvin had gone up 2-0. And then about a minute 50 later, it was another goal for Adrian. It made it 2-2. And then Sophie Mueller scored a pair for Calvin in the second half to provide the final 2-goal margin of victory for the Knights. Calvin 12-3-0 overall, 6-1-0 in the MIAA. Kalamazoo 10-4-0 overall, and 4-3 in the league. Elizabeth Williams with a little one-touch. Good little spin. Mueller crossing it in. The keeper is there, though, Barch, and she smothers it. And she'll wait for her defense to clear it on out. Try to keep up on the other games going on in the MIAA tonight. They're all 7 o'clockers. Mentioned Adrian hosting Albion. Look out, here we go. Far side of the field, Paulson, and she's going to be called offside. Yeah, I thought she was a little too free there. Elma's at Trine, and that's a game that Trine needs to win to get into the league tournament. And then Olivet is at Hope, and I mentioned Albion is at Adrian. So I'll try to keep you up on the scores as we go along. Whistle there, and not sure if there was some jostling going on. Now there's 2 balls on the field, it looks like. And we're going to have that free kick right where I think they also, well, there was a discrepancy on where the offside took and where the kick should be taken. Far side of the field, Kalamazoo winning it. That was DeConnick, I believe, who had a touch. Emotional win for Calvin on Saturday night. Not a lot of time to regroup, so it'll be interesting to see how Calvin fares tonight energy-wise. Kalamazoo at an afternoon game on Saturday, so a little bit more time to rest. Of course, the Hornets are playing on the road. They're playing on a grass field tonight. Their home field, McKenzie Field, is a turf field. For many years, Kalamazoo played on a grass pitch and then came up with a really nice new stadium complex about 8-9 years ago. It really is a fine facility. I've been there for soccer and lacrosse. Right up where the baseball field used to, basically the baseball and soccer facilities kind of swapped sites, and they redid the baseball field on the old soccer pitch, and soccer moved up on top of the hill over at Kalamazoo where the baseball field used to be, and seems like it's worked out pretty well for everyone involved. Here's Kalamazoo. There's a shot. Look out, and Hookwater is there. That was O'Gorman, the senior from Beverly Hills, and perhaps had seen the video from Saturday night where Evie Davis of Adrian had scored from almost the same spot with a high shot, but that time Hookwater read it well and snared that one. Here is Van Laer looking long, looking for Mueller. That ball's going to skip a little too quick and deep. I want to send out a shout out. I had a quick chat with him. He's probably watching tonight. Brad Van Laer, Caitlin's father. Would have liked to have talked to him longer. I had a flat tire that had taken place about an hour and a half before the game on Saturday night. I was about 2 miles away from campus. Our athletic director, Dr. Jim Timmer, was gracious enough to give me a ride back to campus. And then we went and we had to get that tire changed so I could make my way home late Saturday night. So I did not have a lot of time after the match to talk, unfortunately. Try to catch up with Van Laer's a little bit more, but I know the family quite well, as many of you have heard. Brad, of course, a hockey player at Calvin. His brother, Caitlin's uncle Daryl, a fantastic basketball player, tremendous shot blocker and post player, all-conference player. Sister Tessa was a terrific all-conference volleyball player. We've seen her at a number of matches, soccer matches this year. And, of course, Caitlin was an all-conference soccer player last spring for the Knights. So we've got a couple of those type of connections with Calvin women's soccer. Talked about the Pruce family on Saturday night with all the athletic accolades between mother and father and brothers and such. And then, of course, Sister Rory, who was an all-conference soccer player as a freshman last year as a center back. She's out there, so a lot of fun family connections. Here's Kalamazoo, and a pass up the wing goes out of bounds. Kai Katola, I believe, was the intended target. Nope, that was Holly Bowling, actually. Throwing for the Knights, Mitch Merheisen finds Mueller. Seems like both teams trying to settle into this one so far. Doesn't quite have the same high-pitched intensity of what we had on Saturday night where, both teams knew that whoever came out on top was going to be in sole possession of first place and have that tiebreaker edge. Doesn't mean that this game isn't intense or won't be intense, but so far, I think the teams are trying to settle in. Well, the Knights trying to clear it out, and they do. It'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. They are pressing the attack a bit. Throw-in is going to go over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Knights. MIAA Cross Country Championships will open up this Friday down at St. Mary's. The women's race, I believe, is at 3 and the men's at 4. It's just reading through some of the info on that today. Ball cleared out by Rory Pruce, who is defending O'Gorman. Trine has already taken a 1-0 lead on Elma there, scoring a goal on a penalty kick in the 8th minute. It's a very talented Trine team, a young team, but one that has won 13 games this year. And they will be a tough out in the league tournament if they do end up in the league tournament, which as it stands right now, they will. The Trine Thunder. Elizabeth Williams slots it through the middle. Sophie Mueller got a step on the carry. Sophie Mueller right side. She will cross it to the center and a miss, but a shot and a goal. So you actually can give an assist. You can give an assist to Van Laer on the dummy pass, Paulson. So Mueller with an assist and Van Laer get an assist, and then Paulson with a goal.
Goal scored by number 4, Jesse Paulson, assisted by number 19, Caitlin Van Laer, and number 13, Sophie Mueller.
So just like that, the Knights take a 1-0 lead, and that's Paulson's first goal in quite a while. That's got to feel good for her, the super senior, if you will, fifth-year senior. Now here's Kalamazoo quickly the other way, trying to strike, and the Knights trying to avoid the letdown. Shout out to Calvin Jr. Heidi Wester found out about an hour before game time that she was named the Division III National Player of the Week, as named by the American Volleyball Coaches Association. Pretty high honor for the junior out of Clarendon Hills, Illinois. Kelvin volleyball team just had a huge weekend, knocking off number 14 Ohio Northern, number 2 Claremont Mud Scripps, and then defeating a very tough Milliken team. Van Leer, little pass to Williams. Williams, a shot, and just over the bar. Wow. Knights threatening again. Goal kick. Battle for the ball near midfield. We got a foul on Kelvin. So free kick coming up for Somsel. Cleared out by Vanderlei. And the keeper will clear it away. Throwing for the Knights. And Williams on the ball now. One nothing Kelvin. And here's Kalamazoo winning the ball. Ball centered through the middle. Vanderlei will clear it out. O'Gorman take a shot from distance to the far post, and Hookwater is there. Hookwater with a big booming punt, but it's won by Kalamazoo at midfield. And on the ball there is Catola. O'Gorman now. She'll right foot it through the center. Hookwater off her line and getting there just before Kalamazoo attacker. Not sure if that was DeConnick or Somsel on the right wing. Slid in there. Again, O'Gorman with that target striker spot. Leaves it over to Bowling. And the ball into the wing, won there by Mitch Merheisen. And Elizabeth Williams on it. She'll turn, now pass it up the wing. Played out of the air, though, by the Hornets. Maddie Kaufman. Down the wing, deep into the Calvin end. And cleared out by Kelvin, apparently, so it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. We've got a sub coming in for Kalamazoo, number 2, Cassidy Short. Throwing into the box. Hornets trying to turn, and pretty good defense there by Reimink. The Knights cleared out, but again, Kalamazoo trying to lock it in. On the carry, Anna Murphy being marked by Vanderlei. I think that's DeConnick who's on the right wing. A little far away from me, and I am not reading the jersey numbers real great, even with my reading glasses on. Knights clear it out. And Williams on the carry. Here's Kalamazoo. Vanderlei wins it. Hornets sending the ball up the near side. That was Rajendra Nicolucci. Pretty good ball there, and Bruce will poke it out of bounds, throwing for the Hornets. Rymink getting a piece of it. Now there's Vanderlei, that holding midfielder spot. Gets a piece. On the carry is Murphy. Ball sent far side of the field toward the Conic, and nothing there. Olivet and Hope 0-0, 15 minutes in. Mentioned Trine is up 1-0, also about 15 minutes in. That's against Elma, game at Trine. And the other big game of interest, Albion and Adrian, and I got to find the live scoreboard on that one. Williams with a lot of space on the carry. Now marked, and the ball goes far side of the field toward Paulson. Paulson will chase it down, cleared out by the Hornets. It's like Adrian and Albion are about 19 minutes in, 0-0. Here is Mueller, edge of the box, plays it to the center, to Rymink, one touch, toward Van Leer, turns, shoots, and a save. Pretty good little whirl, didn't quite get the strongest touch, but she was quick with it. The keeper read it well, though. And the Hornets had the ball in the Kelvin end. On the carry, a little speed is Bowling. Goes far side of the field. Anna Murphy. Far right wing, chasing it down is Paulson. And out of bounds off of Kalamazoo. Second straight Tuesday night, we've had a Kalamazoo matchup here at Zeidema Field. We had men's soccer here 1 week ago on a Tuesday night. Very exciting, one of the more exciting matches I've seen here. Kelvin winning it 2-1 in overtime, coming from behind, down 1-0. Sophie Mueller with a touch off the throw-in. Williams. It goes out of bounds off of Kalamazoo. Edge of the box, Mueller trying to turn, couldn't. Cleared out by the Hornets. Bruce got a touch. So did Kalamazoo's Cassidy Short, who has been in the game about 5-6 minutes now. Mueller with a one-touch, high middle toward Williams, and a long shot, and high over the bar by Van Leer. Ball goes off of a Kalamazoo player throwing for the Knights. I think that was Bowling. Trying to race in was Rymink, cleared over the end line. Corner kick coming up for the Knights. Little short corner again, back to Paulson, left footer toward the far post, trying to get there. Rymink got a touch, couldn't get off a shot though, and cleared out by the Hornets. Knights have been really working on those short corner plays. Saw a lot of them on Saturday night. Ooh, look out, that ball skipped through the box. Might have hit an arm. Official and our AR said no. And Paulson's shot goes over the bar. And if it did get a piece of the arm, it was inadvertent, said our official. It's the thing, these evening games on the grass, the ball can really skip. Get a little evening dew and not quite as slick as what we had on Saturday when we had quite a bit of rain during the day. Really didn't have much in the way of rain during the game. Though we had fog, I'd never seen that before here at Zinema Field. But on the far, what would that be? The northeast corner of the field, we had a pretty good bank of fog going on. We had a double rainbow before the game right over the field too. And then a big harvest moon rising up over the pitch as the game ended. Like I was saying on the broadcast, saw a little bit of everything. There's Williams, who was taken down. No foul called. Play continues. Mitch Merheisen flicks it over to Pruce. Plays it back to Orr. Orr, another one of those super seniors, 5th year. And we're going to have a foul, a push in the back on Orr. Free kick for the Hornets. So just to the right of the center circle in the Kelvin end, and it's played on the ground, far wing. And the ball into the box. Look out, and Hookwater smothers it on the one hop. That ball right at the near post. And Hookwater will punt it away. Williams chases it down, gets a touch. Nice one to Paulson. Paulson on the carry, trying to beat a defender. Turning it inside. Jesse Paulson takes a shot, and it bends right at the keeper, Barch, and she snares it. It's like Albion Adrian still 0-0. Hope Olivet 0-0, and trying up 1-0 on Elma. St. Mary's is the team that is off tonight. In fact, I think they are probably done with the season. The Bells cannot qualify for the 6-team league tournament. Kalamazoo's Katie Stamper onto the field. I think Elma's the one team that is down in the 7th spot that if they could win at trying tonight, could gain an MIAA tournament spot. But I think they need to get a win. A tie would do them no good, and certainly a loss would do them no good. Kalamazoo pinching in. Orr punches it out. Now here's a shot, and it's blocked. A good job by Reimink to step in front of that shot by Cassidy Short. Far right wing, ball just sent into the far side of the box, and an easy play for Hookwater. 1-0 Kelvin. Sophie Mueller scoring, or beg your pardon, Jesse Paulson scoring in the 12th minute of play. Mueller had the crossing pass, dummy pass, if you will. Went to Caitlin Van Leer, also drew an assist on the play. Ball just kind of skipped through the box, and it was an easy play for Paulson to slot it into the wide open net. Vanderlei will clear it out right into the Kelvin side, past the Kelvin coaching triumvirate of Casey Souders, Tara Wegner, and head coach Emily Ottenhoff all standing together. Going to have a foul on Kalamazoo deep in the corner there. Be a throw-in, or beg your pardon, a free kick for the Knights. Sophie Mueller heads it over the Kalamazoo defense, and it's Elizabeth Williams with a little spinorama, some fancy footwork. It's cleared out by the Hornets. Long throw, and it's a good one, and it's Reimink trying to get a touch, and she does to Mueller outside. Mueller on the carry, and couldn't pull it back just enough. The keeper, Barch, is there. Barch, a sophomore out of Utica High School. We seem to remember the late Paul Carey, former Detroit Tiger broadcaster, would do those Friday night high school football and basketball scoreboards on WJR, the 50,000-watt radio station here in the state of Michigan. And you'd always hear Utica High School on there, you know, that deep baritone voice of Paul Carey. Of course, he was the sidekick of the great Hall of Famer Ernie Harwell, longtime Detroit Tiger broadcaster. But Paul Carey, inimitable and legendary broadcaster of his own for the Tigers. We've got Caleb Beebe coming on next chance for the Knights. She played a key role in the win on Saturday night, scoring a goal and helping assist on another. Here's Sophie Mueller. Ball played up the right wing. And a race for it. Elizabeth Williams trying to get there and cleared out by the Hornets. So here comes Beebe. She'll come on. Van Leer has it, edge of the box, tries to bend it in, and it's cleared out by the Hornets. Won, though, by Mitch Merheisen. She'll send it into the box. Trying to get there was Beebe, who's on the left wing right now. Cleared out by the Hornets. Now Rory Pruce left foots it far side. Past Beebe in a race for the ball. Beebe got a little touch, slips. Kalamazoo controlling. Looks like Albion has taken a 1-0 lead at Adrian. The Britons, who own the only win over Calvin this year in league play, they defeated Calvin 2-0 last Wednesday night at Albion. They're going to be another tough customer. I mean, there is not going to be an easy opponent in the 6-team league tournament, I can tell you that. This is the strongest that I can remember, top to bottom, MIAA women's soccer, my 28 years. Certainly there's been some really good teams, sometimes 2 or 3 really good teams, but I can't remember, 6 teams that are going to be in the league tournament that could beat anybody. Anybody could beat anybody. And even the teams that are going to finish in spot 7, 8, 9 are not easy opponents. Olivet St. Mary's are not going to make the league tournament. Elma right now sitting out, but Elma, I'm just talking about Albion, who is playing so well right now. Elma has a win against Albion. So here's Calvin, far side of the field. It goes over the end line, be a corner for the Knights. Sophie Mueller to take it. Albion 9-3-1 right now. And I'll get back to them in a minute. They lead Adrian 1-0. Again, the short corner for the Knights. Play back to Mueller. Sends it into the side of the box, cleared out by Kelvin. Albion had won back-to-back games, including that 2-0 win against Kelvin, and then they went to Trine on Saturday and lost 4-0. That Trine team is very explosive, can score a lot of goals. Adrian is a very explosive team offensively, can also score a lot of goals. I think the separator generally has been consistency in teams that play the best defense. And boy, even the games that Kelvin has won against some of the better teams in the league, there have been goals scored against the Knights. Looks like Hope has a 1-0 lead against Olivet. Cleared out by the Hornets, back line. Race for the ball, and it's won by Kalamazoo. About 12.5 to go first half, and went out of bounds. Throwing for the Knights. Beebe. Beebe really played well, as did Talia List. 2 really good super subs for Kelvin last Saturday night. List had a goal and an assist. And she's getting ready to check in right now. As we mention her name. Far side of the field, Hornets with some possession. Anna Murphy. Right wing marked by Carly Curry. And look out, here comes Kalamazoo through that right wing. Curry bumps her off the ball. We're going to have subs for both teams. List for Kelvin. And Amelia Scorsone for Kalamazoo. Elizabeth Williams comes off after working real hard. Battle for the ball. We're going to have a foul on Kalamazoo far side. That was List, I think, not BB, that was spilled to the turf. I think that's Curry that's taking that free kick. She does. Going up and heading it is BB. Kalamazoo will win it back, though, and quickly into the Kelvin end. Look out. Getting a piece was Orr. Now Pruce clears it over the sideline. Throwing Hornets. 10:40 left, first half. Again off of Kelvin far side. Throwing Hornets. And the Knights just trying to pester Kalamazoo on the far side. The Hornets with another throw-in, though. Trying to turn is Scorsone, who just checked in. Far corner. And it is cleared out momentarily by Calvin. Now look out into the box, and Hookwater is there. Got there just before the Hornet attacker could jump on that one. Hookwater read it well. I think that was Kai Katola who was trying to get there. Over the head of Talia List. And it's out of bounds. Right in front of us, it was Dekanic who was chasing it down for Kalamazoo. Or beg your pardon. That was Destiny Garcia who was chasing it down. Here is Kayla Beebe. Beebe on the carry. Edge of the box. Got a little space. Little heavy touch. And they went off of Kalamazoo, though, over the end line. Corner for the Knights. Under 9 minutes to go, first half. 1-0 Kelvin. Corner by the Knights, trying to get there, and getting a little piece was Pruce, but not enough to really warrant a shot. It was Sophie Mueller on the long corner. Here's Beebe's on the right wing now. Slots it in. Almost gets to Van Laer, and didn't quite squirt through enough. Otherwise, she would have had a clean shot near the top of the 6-yard box. Instead, it goes over the far sideline, throwing Kelvin. Van Laer trying to turn. Cleared out by Kalamazoo. Good play by Vanderlei to win that one out of the air with an acrobatic stab. Orr being pressured. Finds List. List turning and finds Anna Reimink. Double team there, and Reimink will get bumped off the ball. Wins it back. Back pass to Mitch Merheisen. Got Vanderlei in the middle. Pass up to Van Laer. Van Laer trying to turn. Goes far right wing to Kayla Beebe. Beebe in the far corner there. And it went over the end line. It'll be a goal kick for the Hornets. Albion still up 1-0. They've got about 8 minutes left in the first half. Albion up 1-0 at Adrian. Let's see, Hope up 1-0 on Olivet. And Trine up 1-0 on Elma. So we've got 4 1-0 score lines right now in the MIAA. Caitlin Van Leer chasing that one down. Pass back to Orr. Ball bounces around, and we've got a stoppage here. I'm not sure if we're going to have a time. All right, I think we're going to have some crowd control going on here on the far side of the field, and I'll leave it at that. That was our stoppage of play. So we'll have a throw-in coming up for the Knights. Our game administrator will go off to do some work there. Here is Emily Orr losing the ball back to Pruce. Playing right wing to Mitchmerheisen. Knights, some good connecting of passes. Reimink back to Mitchmerheisen. Now left-footed chip up the right wing, and it goes out of bounds. Throwing for the Knights. The right edge of the Kalamazoo bench. Here comes Van Leer will come out, and Haley Niles, one of our seniors that we honored on Saturday night, comes in out of Syracuse, New York. Also one of those high-energy players that really sparks Kelvin off the bench. Ball kicked into the Kalamazoo bench, throwing for Kelvin. Just over 6 minutes left, first half, throwing for Mitchmerheisen. Little one-touch there by Reimink. And Pruce will have to chase. He's got a Kalamazoo attacker right on her, and getting a touch on it is Amelia Scorsone. Now Pruce wins it back up toward Beebe. She'll lose it. Kalamazoo locks it in. That play made by Katie Stamper. And the ball up near midfield, won back by Kalamazoo, and it is Mitchmerheisen that steps in front of a Kalamazoo pass. And again, cleared out by Kelvin. Kalamazoo back line, and Haley Niles was pinching in. I think that is Alexis Petty, who's got the headband on right now for Kalamazoo. Ball up toward Niles. Niles on the carry, playing it back to her left back, or center back, Emily Orr. Now the left back. Curry has it. Her pass intercepted. Vanderlei trying to get there, could not. Pruce, goes off of her own player, and it pinballs back to Kelvin. Pruce will have to chase that one down. Lost it. And off the Kalamazoo player. Scorsone throwing for Kelvin, far side. Boy, it is a damp, cool night out at Zuidema Field. Got the windows open, and you can just kind of feel that dampness. Not a lot of wind. Looking at the flag on the south side of the field, the United States flag, and it's very limp. There's not much of a breeze, but just one of those cold London fog, damp evenings. Mitchmerheisen gets a piece of that one and then just clears it out. Into the Kalamazoo end. The Hornets have possession. Pass up to Stamper, and she'll try to get Kaitola, and Kaitola coming in on goal, and spilled there by Hookwater as she went for the ball. Pretty good play by Pruce to stay right on Kaitola to bump her off the ball. And Hookwater came off her line, smothered it, lost it momentarily, but snatched it back. Nobody there for the rebound for Kalamazoo. That was an excellent lead pass, though, by Stamper to set up Kaitola with that scoring opportunity. Here's Haley Niles on the turn. Niles beats another defender. Ball's far sideline. And out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Knights. 3:20 left, first half. And Niles was fouled. Be a free kick for the Knights at about 40 yards out, 35 yards out, a little left to center. Knights should be able to put this one into the box, make something happen. Looks like Vanderlei is going to take it. She'll send it in there, and the keeper does not give up the rebound. Good play by Barch to smother that one. Talia List was pinching in. List actually scored on a rebound shot Saturday night, a poacher goal, if you will. And Beebe's going to be called for the foul. Push Stamper from behind. 2:20 left first half. Free kick for the Hornets right near midfield. Now it's Emmy DeConnick who sends it in, and that's up to Garcia. Little header, look out. Here comes Kaitola, and she couldn't get there. Bruce ran a little interference, and the keeper, Hookwater, is there and sends it over the midfield stripe. Hornets have had a few dangerous scoring opportunities here in the last 5 minutes of the first half. Knights holding on to that slim 1-0 lead. Pass outside to Beebe, and a good slide tackle by Stamper. Stamper on the carry. Sends it outside to Garcia. Garcia trying to send it in. Vanderlei is there. Deflects it, and Haley Niles will race it down. Pass outside to Mueller. She one-touches it, and it's played back toward the Kalamazoo back line, getting down to 1 minute left in the first half here. Vanderlei. Ball ricocheting around. Won by Mueller, back to Vanderlei. Kalamazoo pressing, though. Got a minute left here in the first half.
1 minute remaining in the first half.
Vanderlei trying to find Mueller up the wing, could not. Far side of the field, Orr will just clear it out. It'll be a throw in for the Hornets with about 38 seconds left. Still 1-0 score lines all the way around in the MIAA. Just kind of looking through the scores here. Everything's still 1-0. Ball over the head of Rymink. I think Pruce called her off, and Mitch Merheisen will clear it out. We've got about 15 seconds left first half. One last push for Kalamazoo. Edge of the box,
10,
look out. Here's Kaitola,
9,
gets off a shot, and it's over the
7,
bar.
6, 5,
That'll do the first half.
4,
Kalamazoo
3,
pressing the
2,
issue a little bit in the last
1.
5 minutes. Calvin leading it 1-0. So just looking at, try to come up with the halftime stats here for you. Most important one being that Kelvin is leading at 1-0. Nine shots for Kelvin in the first half, 5 for the Hornets. 5 of those shots for Kelvin have been on goal, 3 for Kalamazoo. Madison Barch, Kalamazoo goalie, has 4 saves. Calvin goalie Sarah Hookwater with 3 saves. Only goal for Calvin coming in the 12th minute of play, 11:56 into the match to be exact. It was Jessica Paulson on the left side of the box, receiving a cross initially struck by Sophie Mueller. Dummy pass by Caitlin Van Leer through her legs to Paulson, who was wide open and buried it into the open net for the 1-0 lead. And that's where we stand here at the break. As I mentioned, Albion up 1-0. They are at halftime. Albion at Adrian. And let's see. Hope up 1-0 with about 2:44 left in the first half. And Trine with 2:35 left in the first half, leading Elma 1-0. Well, we'll take a little break here, and we'll be back shortly before the start of the second half. Well, we are here at halftime. Calvin Women's Soccer League in Kalamazoo 1-0 at the break. We're about 2 days away. In fact, we are 2 days away from Midnight Madness here at Calvin University. Men's and women's basketball will be a big part of that event. Thursday night here at Vinord Arena, 10 o'clock. Open to the public, but it's a big student event, costume party, costume contest, all sorts of giveaways, prizes, movie passes for a year, food vouchers, and the big prize, of course, is a chance to win $10,000 if you can hit a half-court shot. We have had a few that have come close over the years. No one has ever won the big grand prize. And yeah, I think this Midnight Madness, we've been holding this. This is about the 9th or 10th year. If I had Dr. Timmer here, he could tell me the first year that we had it. But they've had a lot of fun with it over the years. Head coaches for the basketball teams usually dress up in some type of costume or character. I know Dr. Timmer one year came down as the Batman. He had the full leather Batman outfit on, and I think he came down from the ceiling too. Something to that effect. That was a few years back. Usually there's a dunk contest, and I know last year they had a couple of players with the CBA basketball, or the G League team, I should say, not the CBA. That's the old minor league basketball situation, but the G League. Of course, formerly it was the Grand Rapids Drive, which have since moved on. They are the affiliate of the Detroit Pistons. I think they're now called the Motor City Cruise. So they have relocated into the Detroit area. I believe they actually are practicing and playing their games at Wayne State University. And Calvin now is the practice facility of the Grand Rapids Gold, which is the G League affiliate of the Denver Nuggets. So we'll see some different folks coming through. And I believe the ownership of the Grand Rapids Gold, the Jabara and Steve Jabara, and boy, the other owner, it's escaping my mind, but I know that one of the owners was a former basketball player at Tryon University, part of the NIAA, of course. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun over the years to see some of these professional basketball players on campus. And yeah, I'm trying to think of the 7'3" center out of UConn that played for the Grand Rapids Drive going back around 2015 or so. And he'd come out to a lot of Calvin games to watch, and we actually ended up getting a special Calvin soccer jersey for him. He really appreciated that. And former Calvin men's basketball player Jordan Brink was a not only an All-American for Calvin, but he was an intern with the Drive, and has later moved on to become an assistant coach now with the big club, the Detroit Pistons. And I stay in touch with Jordan. Of course, he worked for me as well as a student assistant. He is one of two former Calvin men's basketball players that are working for the Pistons. Trent Salo, who was a few years before Jordan, graduated around 2012, I believe, is an athletic trainer with the Pistons. So I know the Calvin men's basketball team was down at the Pistons opener last week. Saw a few pictures on social media where they were at Little Caesars Arena before the game, posing with their Calvin alumni brothers, Jordan Brink and Trent Salo, and they had a lot of fun out there. And a lot of fun should be had this coming Thursday night when Midnight Madness takes place at Vinord Arena. So come on out. It's a lot of fun. I know the teams are looking forward to it. It's something that students look forward to every year. Last year we did not have Midnight Madness because of the COVID pandemic. So this will be the first time we've had it since 2019. Should be a lot of fun. Ready to go here. Start of the second half. Kalamazoo will have the kickoff. Kalamazoo in the black and the orange numerals. And we are away here for the second half. Knights in the white jerseys and the maroon numerals. Should be a very competitive second half. Elizabeth Williams back in. Calvin starting lineup back in. Pass deflects off of Mueller. Far side. Ball sent back in by the Knights. Trying to get a piece of it was Rymick. O'Gorman is back in for Kalamazoo, and she's on it right at midfield trying to beat Rymick, and she sends it up the left wing. Ball sent to the middle, and Vanderlei couldn't get there in time. Kalamazoo trying to hold it in. Destiny Garcia dribbling into the edge of the box. Bumped off the ball. That's Jessica Paulson, and she just sends it into the Kalamazoo box. Kalamazoo has definitely pressured this Kelvin defense now, going back to the last 5-6 minutes of the first half, and now in the opening moments here of this second half. They are pressing for the equalizer, bringing the energy, and ball goes out off of Kalamazoo. It'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Up toward Elizabeth Williams, being marked, trying to beat two defenders, and Williams lost it out of bounds. Ball goes up toward O'Gorman, and Pruce steps in front. Ball spinning and goes out of bounds, thrown for the Hornets. Throwing up toward Regendra Nicolucci. It goes out of bounds off of Calvin again. Again, that's O'Gorman. And the ball sent into the box, going up. Hookwater got a little piece, punched it, and again, it's Calvin defense, and they'll clear it out. Is it a throw or a kick? Looks like a corner. And a quick short corner by Kalamazoo, edge of the box, and trying to pinch in was Kalamazoo, and they overran it. O'Gorman back. She'll take a shot. Look out! Off the bar! It beat Hookwater, and it just didn't bend down enough. That was a great shot from distance. It just didn't knuckle down enough. It's been all Kalamazoo since the last 5 minutes of the first half, extended into the second half. They have had all of the energy. Pruce will clear it out. The Knights definitely on the back foot, Kalamazoo on the front foot. Look out, here's a shot, and Hookwater will snare it. That was Regendra Nicolucci. Knights just trying to get some possession going. Williams has it. Lost it. Vanderlei, a touch. Rymick now. Trying to turn it inside on Katola. Up the far right wing, Mueller couldn't get there. It's Kalamazoo that sends it back on in. Mitch Merheis will have to chase it down. Goes out of bounds, thrown for the Knights. But the Hornets came close. O'Gorman, a shot off the bar. Like I said, these 6 teams that stand in spots 1 through 6 in the MIAA, there is not a lot that separates the teams. There really isn't. And then you throw in Elma, who's sitting in 7th. They are a very, very dangerous side. St. Mary's can be a tough one, and Olivet can be a very tough side to play against. Ball sent in, edge of the box, trying to turn. Kalamazoo, Vanderlei. Knights just a step, half step slow. Hookwater will jump on that one. Not sure if there's a little fatigue going on here by the Knights or just a lot more energy by Kalamazoo playing, period. Pretty good punt there by Hookwater, and it's Van Leer that wins it. Got a little space, and she'll send it up the right wing to Mueller. See if Kelvin can counter. Williams gets the pass from Mueller through the center toward Rymink and stepped over the ball. Nobody coming in from Kelvin on a run, though. Here's Rymink up to Mitchmerheisen on the carry. Pass to Williams. And an offside call. I think. No? Are you going to have a foul on Kalamazoo? Must have been a handball. Something on the far right wing. The AR on the far corner apparently put up his flag. It must have been a handball. Free kick by Williams into the box, and it's headed out by the Hornets. Van Leer trying to hold it in. Little touch by Mitchmerheisen. Now Williams outside to Mitchmerheisen. Rymink. Far right corner. Sends it on through. Deflects off of no one. It'll be a goal kick for the Hornets. Just kind of mishit that one. Trying to get my reading glasses situated. So there we go. Sorry, I've been banging on the headphones. Good kick there by Kalamazoo, the keeper. Barch. Garcia will turn it inside. Vanderlei. It's a hard-fought match here at Zeidema Field. Would not expect any different. Right now, Albion helping Calvin out by leading Adrian 1-0. Ball sent in toward the top of the box. Vanderlei up toward Williams. Got a little space. Just going to try to work with Mueller. It's a 2-on-3. Mueller, now Williams, and Paulson coming through the left side. Here comes the pass. Slotted in. Paulson in on goal. Paulson, a touch, a shot. And it's a good kick save by Barch, the keeper. Paulson didn't quite go wide enough. Barch cleared the angle down, or cut the angle down, I should say, and made the excellent kick save. Quickly the other way, counterattack for Kalamazoo. Trying to race it down. Up and down action. It's Holly Bowling. Working with Mitchmerheisen, I believe. Mitchmerheisen will have to clear it out. .37 minutes and change left here in regulation. Throwing for the Hornets. Rymink with a touch. Kalamazoo with a wealth of energy early in this second half and late in the first half. And the Knights trying to regain the momentum. They do lead at 1-0. On a cold, damp evening here at Zeidema Field. Punt there is won by Kalamazoo out of the air, and then Kelvin kicks it out of bounds, throwing for the Hornets. We are still at 1-0 score lines all the way around in the league. Trine leading Alma 1-0. Hope leading Olivet 1-0. Albion leading Adrian 1-0. And of course, Kelvin leading Kalamazoo 1-0. Elizabeth Williams got a touch. Hornets get it back to Connick. Sends it up toward O'Gorman. She's being marked by Pruce. Pruce kicks it out of bounds. Two very physical players there going head to head. O'Gorman and Pruce. It's a pretty good matchup. Ball skips up off of Catola. She sends it through toward the Kelvin box, and now Van Leer. Good little back pass from, I think that was Rymink, and now the Knights. No, it's Rymink on the ball right now. I think that was Curry who had that last touch to get it going. Here comes Kelvin Mueller. Little burst of speed, trying to get the ball far corner. Out of bounds, off of Kalamazoo, throwing Knights. 35-20 left. Kelvin up 1-0. To Williams, turns it inside, edge of the box on the carry, looking. Pull back pass, a shot for Mueller, and the keeper on top of it. Good little setup between Williams and Mueller, but Barch read it, smothered it. A shot and a save. Barch with a good punt. Been impressed with her tonight. The one goal she gave up, not a whole lot she could have done about it. Kelvin winning it. Paulson to Vanderlei. Ball far side of the field toward Mueller. Skips off the Kalamazoo defender. Now played back to the center back. Now there's Barch. We'll just play it right down the middle. Pruce goes up high and wins it. O'Gorman trying to turn it inside. Vanderlei on. And Pruce on O'Gorman. Now here comes Kalamazoo. Garcia. Good little cutback. A shot, and it is deflected off of Orr. Hit the side of her head, looked like. Kalamazoo trying to lock it back in. Vanderlei and Orr, two of those fifth-year players. You know, Vanderlei is a grad student. Not sure if I should know, but I don't. If Orr's in grad school or not. Paulson, another fifth-year player, getting that extra year of eligibility. We're going to have a goal kick for the Knights. Of course, last fall, everybody granted an extra year of eligibility with no NCAA season. Now, the spring season did happen last year. It was an MIAA only D3 season. And that season did not count as a year of eligibility. So Jessica Paulson, Maria Vanderlei, and Emily Orr electing to come back for an extra year. Here is Van Laer. Pass far side of the field. Good step up, though. I think that was Stamper right in front of us, and it was. Williams heads it down toward Paulson. Paulson trying to keep it in, could not. Throwing for the Hornets. 32:50 left. Regulation time. O'Gorman trying to turn, and she does with the left foot. Senior forward out of Beverly Hills. And there's Mitchmerheisen with a step up, and she's got some space on the carry. Being marked from behind, chips it far side to Paulson. Trying to turn it inside, finds Van Laer. She'll turn it inside. Will she get off a shot? No, she'll send it over to Williams, and it's intercepted. Vanderlei now outside to Paulson. Knights trying to set something up. Paulson, left foot, and her shot deflects over the end line. Corner for the Knights. Mueller and Williams setting up in the corner. Drawing the one Kalamazoo defender out. Paulson is right in front of the Kalamazoo keeper. And again, they'll play the short corner. Williams, right side of the box, cleared out by the Hornets. Or sends it back in toward Williams. She'll head it down, and they're going to call an offside. 31:20 left. Regulation time. 1-0 Kelvin. We'll have men's soccer tomorrow night here at Zeitema. 7 o'clock, Kelvin hosting Albion. That will also be a rematch of an MIAA tournament game from a year ago. From a season ago, I should say. That was last spring. Albion knocking Kelvin out of the league tournament 2-1 in the first round. Elizabeth Williams wins that ball out of the air, trying to turn, and does, up toward Paulson. And it goes off of who? Off of Kalamazoo. Off of Petty. Thrown by Williams. Boy, she can toss it. And it goes out of bounds. And Williams will throw this one in. She might just chuck this one in almost like a corner. Into the box, headed out by Kalamazoo, and it'll be another throw-in for the Knights. Elizabeth Williams up toward Mueller, got a touch. Now here is Van Leer trying to turn, twisting. Lefty, righty, back to the left side. Trying to turn it back inside, now double teamed, it's still in play. And it's off of who? Off of Kalamazoo, I think. No, we're gonna have a foul, I think. No, just over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick. Well, shout out to Kalamazoo Sports Information Director Steve Wydeen. Well, what do we have here now? I was just gonna say, eating my black and orange junior mints here. We are both junior mint fans. So apparently there was a foul on Kalamazoo there on that play. So it'll be a free kick. Van Leer was fouled on the double team. So almost like a short little corner. Williams, far post, trying to bend in. Oh, Mueller had a great chance and just couldn't get there in time. And now it's going to be a corner for the Knights. Well, Calvin's starting to press the issue a bit. So the black and orange junior mints, Kalamazoo colors. At the grocery store the other day, Halloween. Here's a shot and goes wide right by Van Leer. Kalamazoo substitution. Olivia Oswald will come on in. Tough to beat the junior mints for a candy choice. A little free advertisement there. It's one thing that Mr. Wydeen and I agree on. We agree on quite a bit, but boy, the junior mints, we definitely give the 2 thumbs up there. Here is Paulson. Wins it off the goal kick by Kalamazoo, trying to turn it inside, and it pinballs around Paulson, and now will be a corner for the Knights. Paulson bangs it off the Kalamazoo defender. Mueller will take it. Bends a low sidewinder. Paulson with a one-touch shot, and it goes right to the keeper. She was there, unmarked, and the keeper read it for the save. Albion still leading Adrian 1-0. They're about 2 minutes into the second half. Hope up 1-0 on Olivet. Trine up 1-0 on Trine. Beg your pardon, Trine is up 1-0 on Elma. It's like a double negative. Now we're going to have a foul on Kalamazoo. That was on Regendra Nicolucci. So it'll be a free kick for the Knights. At the 40-yard line, Emily Orr bends it into the box, trying to get there. Calvin Player, and it's going to be an offside as Mueller came behind that back line. Slipped behind the back line before it was touched with the header and called for the offside. Well, Calvin's starting to press back now a little bit after that initial surge. O'Gorman hit one off the crossbar against Calvin, came awfully close to leveling this match in the opening moments of the second half. And speaking of O'Gorman, she gets a good touch and sends it to the right wing. And look out, here comes Kalamazoo, burst of speed, and Oswald lost it. Or up to Paulson. Sent back in by Calvin. And now Orr up the wing. Paulson to Williams. Got a little space, got some, she had some teammates cutting free up the right side and just couldn't get it through. And here comes Kalamazoo the other way. That's Oswald on the carry. Now Van Leer got a little piece of it. Paulson trying to get there. Again, it's Oswald. Carly Curry. Neither team really able to string passes together, and out of the back line comes Kalamazoo's DeConnick. Here's Mitch Merheisen. Flips it up the right wing out of bounds. Well, that Albion Adrian game, they are in the 64th minute, so just had to get the live stats up and going, but it is still 1-0. Albion in the lead. Pretty tough stretch of games for Adrian. They had to go on the road to play at Hope last Thursday, then had to come back 48 hours later to play at Calvin Saturday night. Then on Tuesday, they have to go back home and play a very tough Albion team. So that's, 3 games in 5 days? 2 of which on the road, long road trips. Jessica Paulson, yeah, she was grabbed from behind. That'll be a foul on Kalamazoo's, I believe, Anna Murphy. Paulson was starting to win that ball back, and a little jersey tug happened. And the ball will skip up to Paulson off the serve from Orr. Paulson, edge of the box, burst of speed, trying to turn it inside. Pretty good defensive play by Stamper, and it's cleared out by the Hornets. Throw in for the Knights. 23:50 left in regulation time. Williams to throw it on in. Edge of the box, and it's headed out by the Hornets to Williams, who plays it with her foot back to Curry, and she is bumped from behind. And it is hit out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Knights, apparently off of Kalamazoo's Oswald. Then Lear leaves it back to Williams. Kalamazoo bunkering back in on defense a little bit right now. Here's Vanderlei. Pass edge of the box to Paulson, trying to beat a player. A shot, left footer, and all over it was Barch. She read it well, did Madison Barch. In perfect position to make the save. Knights have cranked it up a little bit here the last 10 minutes. But Barch has been a tough keeper to beat. The only goal of the game, though, has come by Calvin. As I mentioned at the outset of this match, Barch also the place kicker on extra points for the Kalamazoo College football team, men's football team. Of course, when we talk about football soccer fans, there's football and there is football. And with the amount of soccer podcasts that I listen to, almost all of it is referred to by those in the podcast as football, not soccer. Look out, ball is cleared past Hookwater, and Calvin back line had to clear that ball out of danger. Hookwater could not get to that ball in time. We got a sub here for the Hornets. Aaron Somsel, one of tonight's starters, is back in. Looks like Caleb Beebe's going to warm up for the Knights. Ball still in play. Kicked out now by Calvin. Throw in. Near side. Deep into Calvin in. Kalamazoo trying to turn. Oswald. Paulson. That'll be a goal kick for the Knights. Last touch by Oswald. Olivia Oswald, a senior forward out of Ann Arbor. Skyline High School graduate. Goal kick is sent into the Kalamazoo bench. Knights trying to keep it up the wings and couldn't control it, so it'll be a throw-in for the Hornets. Off the sideline, Curry got a touch off of Kalamazoo. Now we'll get that sub for Calvin Beebe coming on. One of those energizer players for Calvin. Paulson coming out. Just quickly checking the other scores. Hope now up 2-0. A penalty kick by Sarah Meixel. So they lead, the Flying Dutch lead Olivet 2-0. Trying, leading Elma 1-0, and Albion still up 1-0 on Adrian. Far side of the field, Mitchmerheisen plays it up to Reimick. One thing the Knights will have in their back pocket is they will not have to play a game on Saturday. They have a first-round bye regardless of the outcome tonight. So they can know they can go all out in tonight's game energy-wise, knowing that they'll have plenty of time, a full week to rest before they play again. Kalamazoo will have to play again on Saturday, whether they play at home or away, yet to be determined. Pass up to Van Leer on the edge of the box, couldn't control it, and it's punched up by Kalamazoo. That's O'Gorman. Here comes Kalamazoo in the counterattack. On the touch is Petty. Up the right wing, Oswald. Look out, edge of the box, and it skips right up to Hookwater. The attacker, I'm not sure if that's Kaitola of Kalamazoo that was trying to get there. All she had to do was get one little touch. No, that was not Kaitola, that was Anna Murphy. It's hard to read these jersey numbers unless they turn, and of course, it's my first time I've seen Kalamazoo, well, since last spring in the MIAA tournament game, so I just don't know these players quite as well as I do the Calvin side. And here is Beebe. Kalamazoo defender fell down. Beebe trying to beat two defenders, slots it inside to Williams. Little shot to the far post on the one touch, and it goes wide. Not sure if she got, in her mind, a little crossed up on whether she wanted to shoot or drop it off to Mueller, who was also joining her on the counterattack. Kind of did an in-between. And that one rolled wide. We're under 20 minutes to go, though. Time ticking away with Kelvin leading at 1-0. Vanderlei heads it down, far side of the field to Beebe. Beebe now on that right wing. And, boy, it is a luxury to have players that can come in with energy like a Kayla Beebe and a Talia List and put heat on the opposition. And there is Beebe, far right wing, trying to turn it inside. Ball does come to the edge of the box, cleared out by the Hornets. 17:40 to go. Calvin head coach Emily Ottenhoff and that gold cap pacing up and down, talking to her assistant coaches. Here is a shot, and it's going to go high and well wide by Mueller, who was trying to half volley that thing off the bounce. A bit of a ambitious shot, but one worth taking a crack at least from that angle. Goalkeeper, good free kick over midfield, and Curry got a little piece of it, but the Hornets have possession. Backtracking has been Laird to Vanderlei. Trying to get there is Williams. Deflects around, up toward midfield. Vanderlei got a piece of it. Wins it now, and now loses it. Look out, here's O'Gorman. Through the middle is Katola, and a good defensive play by Orr, who intercepts that pass. Deflects back to O'Gorman. Far side of the pitch. Mitchmerheisen reads it well, steps in front. Hawked by Garcia. Ooh, and Williams was trying to run onto that ball. If it slid past the defense, did not. Battle for it at midfield. We're going to have a foul on Beebe. She's called for the grab. Some tugging going on both ways, and Beebe called for the foul. Be a free kick for the Hornets with 16:10 left to go. Just shy of midfield. Reimick trying to get there. Look out, a shot, and Hookwater read it. And snares it on a bounce. I'm not sure. That was not that was Kaitola, 14, that took the shot. I was going to say it was not Garcia. I just had to see who was backpedaling, and it was Kaitola. Good pressure there by Mueller. Gets a piece of it. Goes off of her foot, but it'll lock the ball in the defensive third for Kalamazoo. They'll have a throw-in. Coming on is Stamper for the Hornets, another senior. So the Kalamazoo Loy Norks High School. Up toward O'Gorman. Curry on here, but O'Gorman beats her up the wing. Look out into the box, and a good header by Mitchmerheisen, and now just cleared out by Orr. Kayla Beebe tried to get there. 4 Kalamazoo defenders back on Williams and Beebe. Good job by Mitchmerheisen to get ahead on it. Now there's Vanderlei showing for the ball, and it's just sent into the Calvin end. Pruce clears it out, far sideline. Under 15 to go, 1-0 Calvin. Only goal was scored back in the first half. Here's Kalamazoo pinching in. O'Gorman, edge of the box, Vanderlei there. Got a touch. Kalamazoo trying to lock it back in, back pass. The Hornets, and trying to get there is Katola, and couldn't corral it, and it squirts through to the keeper, Hookwater. Alexis Petty was the one who helped serve that ball in. A punt one out of the air by Kalamazoo, and look out, O'Gorman trying to get there, or trying to get there. O'Gorman double teamed. She's been dangerous on a pass edge of the box to Garcia. Garcia will bend it in, and it goes far post, and it is headed out. Almost an own goal there, as it was a Calvin defender that was trying to clear it out and couldn't quite clear it out of complete danger, but now here's Calvin sending it up the near sideline. Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a white knuckler here at Zeidema Field. 13:20 left. Throw in by Williams to the feet of Mueller. She's got Van Leer, plays it with her feet outside. Had Williams, she does now on the carry. Sends it far side toward Beebe. Backtracks, heads it back in toward Mueller. To Vanderlei. Beebe has got some space. Beats the defender. Burst of speed. Will it stay in? It will not. Just a little bit of a heavy touch. Boy, she would have been in through the right side of the box if she could have controlled that a little bit more. Under 13 to go. Still 1-0 Calvin. Hope still up 2-0 on Olivet. Trine still up 1-0 on Elma, and Albion still up 1-0 on Adrian. They've got about 13 and a half minutes left at Adrian. About the same, they're about roughly the same point of the game as we are here. Up to Williams, to Van Leer. Hawked tightly by Katola. Coming in from behind, Van Leer passes it outside to Beebe. Knights with a little combinations going on now. Reimick to Vanderlei. Far right wing to Beebe. Beebe's been very effective off the bench. Turns it inside, edge of the box. A shot, and the keeper, Barch, is there. Barch with a big booming punch. She has been really good tonight. Look out, here is Hookwater off her line as Kalamazoo's Holly Bowling almost ran in on that one. And Lear getting a piece of it. And the ball deflects out of bounds. Throwing for the Knights. Van Leer, pass nearly intercepted. Emily Orr, we've got just over 10 minutes left in this one. There's O'Gorman through the middle. Look out, here comes Kalamazoo. Race for the ball. Trying to get there is Mitchmerheisen. Trying to turn it inside was Kalamazoo attacker, and Mitch Merheisen just clears it out before Holly Bowling could get there. Throwing for the Hornets, Beebe. And now Reimink try to clear it out. Edge of the box. Look out. Here's Katola to O'Gorman. Bruce on her. Katola, she's going to get off a shot, and it is a save there for the keeper. A punt out of the air. Knights trying to punch it back. Kalamazoo trying to get possession, and they do. Under 10 to go. That's no, beg your pardon. That's Rajendra Nicolucci. She passes it up the near sideline to Garcia. Garcia trying to beat Carly Curry. And it goes over the end line. Goal kick for the Knights. Well, as it stands right now, Hope and Adrian, or I beg your pardon, Hope and Albion would be tied. Hope and Albion would be tied for second, and Adrian would be fourth. And I am not sure. I'm not sure who would have the tiebreaker for the number 2 seed in that first round bye if things ended the way they did, because Hope and Albion tied 1-1. You'd probably have to go to who else. Probably be Albion would have the number 2 seed because they've got a win over Kelvin, the next highest team in the league. So probably be Albion as the number 2 seed if things ended right now the way they are with the score lines. But a lot of soccer left here coming down the stretch. Jesse Paulson will come in for Calvin. 8 minutes left here at Zeidema Field. Calvin leading 1-0. Katola on the carry. Pass to Garcia through the middle. Rajendra Nicolucci. And it's cleared out by Van Leer. Williams trying to get there. And now here's Mueller, and she'll just boom it back in. The keeper, Barch, will just boom it back. She's got a big foot. When I say big foot, she can boom it. I don't know how big her feet actually are, but she is very good. And she plays it up to O'Gorman. O'Gorman still on the carry, marked by Pruce, far side of the field. Mitch Merheisen, good defensive play and bumps the attacker off the ball. Look out now, up the far left wing, and it is going to still be in play. Look out, here's Kalamazoo trying to center it in. Hookwater is there at the near post, and she snares it. 6:50 left. Hookwater, her punt, one out of the air by Kalamazoo to O'Gorman. Kalamazoo the other way. Look out, Garcia coming in through the back line. Hookwater off her line and got there just in time. Boy, you could see that one developing for the Hornets. Garcia was just a half step slow. Hookwater needs a good punt here. It's a line drive, and Kalamazoo will win it out of the air. Going far side, the Hornets just locking the ball in. That'll be a throw-in for the Knights. Here comes Paulson. Beebe will come out. Paulson will come back on. So we will continue. Pass up the near sideline. Mueller got a piece of it. Now Mitch Merheisen. She's played a strong match. Wins it out of the air to Williams. Pass up the right wing. Mueller. Knights in possession. 5.5 to go. Mueller hanging onto the ball. Edge of the box. Going far right wing to Paulson now. Left side of the box. pass to the center to Van Laer, trying to turn. Van Laer back outside to Paulson. Paulson plays it through the center to Vanderlei, and it's stolen away by Catola. And look out, here's Garcia. Hookwater coming hard off her line, and she will just kick it out of bounds. Smart play. Under 5 minutes to go. That was a tough turnover by the Knights when they had it in possession, trying to set up an attack. And, boy, the Hornets pinching the ball right back in on the Calvin end, up to O'Gorman. To Vanderlei. Punched out by Curry. Knights trying to win this one through some grit. Hornets trying to fight back. 4.5 to go. Be a throw-in for Kelvin. Right in front of the Kelvin bench. Williams looking. Up the sideline toward Paulson. Headed out by the Hornets. Williams again. She will take a little time. As much as she can legally take. She'll step up and send it to the box. To Mueller. Got a little touch. Here's a shot, and up to the keeper. Look out now, Bart. She can let it go. She'll wait for her attack, and now she'll just send it up high toward O'Gorman, over the head of Vanderlei, toward Catola. And now cleared back by Vanderlei. Headed up in the air, Van Laer trying to get the ball, and does. Beats Garcia. Slides at far right wing to Mueller. We've got under 4 minutes left. Williams trying to turn. Still on the carry. Bumped out of bounds, but it'll be a throw-in for the Knights. 3.5 to go. One nothing Kelvin. Far right wing to Mueller. She sends it in, edge of the box. Kalamazoo getting a touch on it. They'll clear it out. Reimink trying to lock it into Williams. Cleared out by Kalamazoo. Throwing for Kelvin. 3:07 left. Williams, far side of the field to throw it in. Up toward Mueller, into the corner. And that ball will go over the end line. That'll be a goal kick for Barch, who can boom it. She'll set it up. Ooh, hit that one a little bit, and then it's intercepted by Kelvin. Here's Williams on the carry. Williams through the middle. Williams with a shot, and just missed that far post. Almost caught the keeper off her line. 2:25 left. 1-0 Kelvin. Barch with the goal kick. Over midfield, Curry got a piece. Kalamazoo sending it up toward her Gorman. Orr trying to hold her off. Orr being punched, and she steps in front and wins that. That's a great piece of play by Orr, and she sends it to her teammate, Paulson. Excellent defensive play by Emily Orr there to win that ball for Kelvin, and it's sent back deep in the Kalamazoo end by Kelvin. The keeper up in the air, and O'Gorman bumps Vanderlei from behind. Now Proust just saucers it up the near side, not out of bounds off of Kalamazoo, throwing Knights. It's a matter of who wants it more right now. Throwing up to Williams, got a little space, flicks it outside to Paulson, and it went off of Kalamazoo. Throwing for Kelvin, 1.5 to go. Up to Paulson, got a little touch, trying to get there. Kicked out of bounds by Kalamazoo. Throwing for Kelvin. 1:15 left. Williams will take her time. To Paulson. She'll just hang on in the corner. A minute left.
1 minute.
One by Kalamazoo. And out of bounds now. Ooh, off of Kelvin. Throwing for the Hornets. Garcia loses the ball, and it's Williams. Williams on the carry, got a little space. Centers it through the middle to Van Laer. She'll just go to the corner. Leaves it over to Paulson. Back to Williams. Back to Van Laer. 30 seconds left. Paulson. Kalamazoo trying to win it back, and it's out of bounds off of Kalamazoo. We've got 20 seconds left. Williams will throw it in. Into the far corner. And over the end line.
10, 9,
Can hear the
8,
time ticking down.
7,
Barch
6,
will have to boot it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it. Calvin has won it 1-0, and they are the outright MIAA regular season champions.
With tonight's final score, Kelvin 1, Kalamazoo. Kelvin has clinched the 2021 Fall Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association regular season championship for women's soccer. Congratulations to Kelvin University on their regular season achievements. Second straight year that the Knights have won the league title. Dr. Jim Timmer, Kelvin Director of Athletics, is here to present the trophy. Knights, come and get your trophy. As the regular season champions, Kelvin has the top seed for the league tournament. They will have a first round bye this Saturday. We'll host a semifinal round game next Tuesday night here at Zeitema Field. We'll try to get you the other scores here in just a moment as time was ticking down on some tight ones in the MIAA. It's like a final from Adrian has just come in. It's Albion 1 and Adrian nothing. Got about 7 minutes left in Holland. Looks like Hope leading Olivet 2-0, and with 3:33 left, Trine is leading Elma 1-0.
Yes. Yep.
The complete bracket and MIAA tournament pairings for women's soccer will be up on the MIAA website later tonight, miaa.org. Men's soccer is at home tomorrow. They'll be hosting the Britons of Albion here at Zeitema at 7 p.m. I want to thank the fans from both sides for coming on out. Folks, please travel home safely.
Yeah, I mean, you can put the total time. It's 150. The biggest thing that will sometimes be a hang up is you got to put